continue to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their gilt rings. Right, the bouncer's gilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV. I'm here in Glasgow and delighted to be joined by my wee pal, McHALE, Trouble himself. Well, Matty, listen, you're on the big stage, 4,000 fans out there, TV cameras watching on the ring apron. I mean, you had to go out there and perform, and you did just that, 5th round stoppage. Talk to me about it.
You know what? We're just breaking him down. He was durability, could take it to the head all day long, you know, so we had to drop it downstairs, we had to be clever, set traps. That's exactly what I done. I set the traps, he went right down, we went downstairs and he went down. He got back up, but he didn't want it. He didn't want it, so yeah.
Well, that's the thing, we spoke a little bit here now, obviously you can make that super featherweight, possibly flyweight limit, and we've spoke about it before in the past that the guys down at that division seem to don't want to have a piece of Matty McHALE just yet. Maybe you don't bring anything to the table just yet. So, that being said, what do you need to do now? You obviously need a bigger name, bigger opponent, longer rounds, and maybe get these names that you want.
You know what, we were set for an 8-rounder tonight, but complications with opponents, we had to change opponents, and he stepped in last minute, so big shout out to him, for he was like the day before the weigh and he stepped in, so thanks to him. But basically I'm ready for anybody.
You know who that is? That's the nightmare farting during my interview with the Trouble.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
For anyone who has Nathaniel Collins, for anyone that can't see him, the British and Commonwealth champion.
Money, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, it's no secret, you have been calling for these big names in the division already. You're ready for that British title, you want the Commonwealth title. Realistically though, Matty, when can we see you in the ring fighting these guys for those sort of straps?
Maybe start next year. I'm happy to go whenever. I want to just keep this journey going, keep the ball rolling. I want to be out ASAP, and then maybe one more. And then from there, they start looking at my record and going, oh, right, okay, that will look good on my record if we fight him. So we just keep the ball rolling, and whoever Ian puts in front of us, we'll take out.
Good stuff. Now, obviously, like I said to you, it's taken two old dogs in Willie Lemond and Ricky Bunce to bring a big night like this. Unless Josh comes back home or Ali McGregor comes back home, we don't get these big nights in boxing. We need you to step up to the plate and get more fights and become that superstar. We're needing Nathaniel Collins to do it. We're needing you guys to come up, step up to the plate, get the following behind you and do things for Scottish boxing. Don't want to put pressure on you, Matty, but we do need guys like yourself to perform and become the superstar that we believe you are.
You know what? And I think Scottish boxing is actually doing really well. So you've got the likes of Nathaniel Collins, you've got Josh Taylor, Lee McGregor, you've got Boris, you've got Jack Turner and all that now. It's starting to come together, you know, when you talk about Scottish boxing. It makes people think, oh, there's some okay people kicking about here now, you know. Me knocking at the door. Aye, I'm ready for anyone.
That's it. We're talking about the crowd, obviously, because, I mean, Scotland's starved of these shows, and that crowd seems wild out there, man. I've walked around it a couple of times, and everyone's having a good time, having a buzz. And like I say, I think we need more of these nights, especially as a biased Scotsman that I am. I want more. I'm sick and tired of travelling to Manchester, Liverpool, and all these places. So bring it home.
Bring it home, and then the Scottish crowds are always wild, aren't they? Like, you can't beat a nice Scottish crowd all bevied up and shouting the odds off. That's what you want, and it's great. I was in there and it was going crazy. It was electric. I felt great. You know what I mean? And you get a buzz off that. You know you're home. You get that nice buzz. It's great. What a feeling.
Mate, obviously, I asked you when you first started, when people are singing, oh, your Matty McHALE comes out the Josh Taylor gym, and Matty McHALE this, and Matty McHale's going to be a superstar. Ian Wilson's saying this, that he's one to watch, and even obviously Terry McCormack, my old coach as well, saying that, oh, he's going to go for it, he can do this. Again, as a young man, I don't see any pressure on you when people are saying this about you. You're just taking everything in your stride.
You know what? There's no pressure, because the only person I need to please in that ring, not myself, is Terry. And if I come back after every round, Terry's going, great, we're sticking to the game plan. No, not good enough. I need you to work this body a wee bit more. Stop throwing single shots. The only guy I need to please in there is Terry. And if he's happy and nobody else is happy, that's all I care about. You know, there's no pressure on me. I don't care. You know, I go out there and enjoy myself, and then people start talking.
And the people are going to start talking. You keep doing what you're doing. I'm sure these opportunities for these British titles, Commonwealth titles, Ezeki Boom Boom, that absolute legend of lock-in boxing there. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. I'm sure these British titles, the straps that you want, will get round your waist, and who knows, the future's bright for you. So who knows what 2-3 years down the line where you could be. So Matty, as always, thank you so much. You got one final word for anyone that's watching this?
Anybody can get it.
Matty, thank you so much, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Choose to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,